everyone, Julie Jockelle, real estate agent in Irvine, California. So we all know Irvine is famous for the public school system, school district. And today I'm going to show you a private school, very special private school. And I'm here at this campus. It's called Pacific Academy. And I'm honored to have the principal for the high school portion with me, Keith. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you, Julie. Thanks for having me. Yeah, hi, I'm Keith Corpus. I'm the principal here at Pacific Academy. We're a K through 12 school here right in the middle of Irvine on Alton Pkwy. We're actually on the property of St. Paul's Greek Orthodox Church. We're not a religious school, so we are a private non-sectarian school. But the church has been kind enough to let us use their wonderful school building. It's a small school building. That's because we're a small school, and that's an important feature. Maybe the most distinguishing feature about us is being a small school. Yeah. It allows us to be attentive to students,
right.
Be a little bit more flexible, communicate better with families, but still offer really good, rigorous academics.
Okay.
And it's K through 12, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
And the K6 is a Chinese immersion.
Wow.
So the students there
yeah.
are doing at least half of their classes in Mandarin.
Mm-hmm.
And then after, when we start 7th grade, it is a more traditional program. That's not immersion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kids are taking what would be more conventional that you'd see in other public and private schools for grades 7 through 12.
Okay, so how many students do you have now altogether?
Right now, for the coming school year, mm-hmm. We'll have about a little over 215 students, which is big for us.
Yeah.
So we started very small and we've gradually grown. The mm-hmm. K6 program is a little bit smaller. It's about mm-hmm. 60 students. Okay. And then we have about a little over 160-ish or so in our grades 7 through 12. Okay. The average class sizes when you go visit a class, a math class, English class, is going to be around 12. Sometimes it could be a little bit smaller even. Mm-hmm. Sometimes much smaller if it's a very specialized class, maybe 3, 4, 5 students. But you won't ever see a class much bigger than 14 or 15, but it's going to average around 12.
Okay, so I have a question. Let's say if a kid is trying to excel in some of the other areas like sports, art, music, can they attend your school? Would you accommodate?
Yeah, actually, so I think there's different reasons that families like to come to Pacific Academy. Again, we're mm-hmm. new and small, and we're mm-hmm. private, and we have tuition. And as you mentioned, the Irvine public schools are great places as well. Right. But sometimes people are looking for something a little bit different. Right. Some families, maybe their child or their student is very achieving in some extracurricular area. Maybe they're a really good golfer, or tennis player, piano player, right. And they maybe travel a little bit and maybe mm-hmm. have extensive practices, and maybe the larger schools have a harder time accommodating that kind of schedule, right. As well as offering the strong academics. But we can accommodate and still give mm-hmm. a really good, rigorous academic program. So I think we do have students who might be excellent musicians or excellent mm-hmm. athletes. They're not necessarily learning their sports or their music from us, mm-hmm. but we're supporting them in their passion.
Okay, sounds good. So would you be able to show us around?
Yeah. It's a very nice campus, a wonderful community in place, mm-hmm. and it'll be easy to show you around.
Okay, what do we have here?
Oh, we just, around the school, we just like to have different things that talk about the activities and the school culture, things that we do. I mentioned earlier that, we're small. And mm-hmm. so, for example, we don't have a big sports program, mm-hmm. And we do have some excellent athletes, but we do offer some sports and also definitely some clubs and activities. Okay. One of our goals is not just to be academic, but to have a rich school life mm-hmm. as well. So that's really important for us. Okay. So we have a number of different clubs mm-hmm. for, 160 students, about 30 or so clubs. Mm-hmm. Some are very academic, like mm-hmm. our Solar Club or our mm-hmm. Science Olympiad or Model United Nations. Some are service oriented, like an eco-friendly club or a mm-hmm. Make-A-Wish club. And then some are, fun things to do. Some kids who want to play Dungeons and Dragons one afternoon, something like that. Yeah. And I mentioned already before about, we've had a number of very gifted students who have mm-hmm. gone on to play basketball or tennis or go to music academies. So. Okay. Now we're in the kind of the back of the school, an enclosed kind of lunch and play area. Okay. So we have 2 different lunch times, one for mm-hmm. the younger kids and mm-hmm. one for the older kids. And obviously the younger kids are out here for their recess and their playtime. Yeah. And, we make use of this space for other things. Sometimes we'll have events out here. Okay. Very safe. We're an enclosed campus, so we have some nice, aesthetically pleasing fencing that goes around the building. We're very fortunate in Irvine that we're in a safe neighborhood, but you still have to be attentive to things.
Yeah.
So we'll head over to the biology lab now.
Okay, perfect.
So now we're in our biology lab.
Okay.
Where kids take regular biology as well as AP biology. And we do offer classes, kind of, traditional college prep, some honors classes, and also AP classes as well. So, a decent percentage of our students take the advanced placement classes.
Okay, so do you help kids to prepare for college application?
Yeah, so
counseling?
we're definitely a college prep school.
Okay.
And so that's an important thing that we pay attention to with families as well.
Okay.
Small school, so the counselor is able to meet a little bit more frequently with students, particularly very intensively in their junior year and the start of their senior year when they're working on their applications, kind of guiding them in their interest. Some students, maybe they know early on the kind of school they want to go to or what they want to study. Maybe they know they're into art, but maybe they don't. Maybe it takes them a couple of years to figure that out. So trying to find the best matched fit university or college for everybody.
What would you say, what's the percentage of kids that will move on to college?
Well, 100%. All of them will go to college.
Wow.
And where are they going? So, the majority will stay in California. I'd say historically close to 75% sometimes will stay in California. And those are going to be mostly the UCs and the Cal States. So most are, I'd say the most common thing around here is to go to the public schools in California, which are so good. But we do have a decent number that like to go out of state, often to private schools or to the East Coast. Maybe to a Johns Hopkins or a Dartmouth. So we do have some students who leave the area.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you, Keith. This is a great tour, short and sweet, but we got to know a lot about your school. So if you're interested in private school, individualized education, check out their website. I'll leave their website address in the description.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Julie. And
thank you.
We appreciate you coming by and seeing you again.
Yeah.
We're a wonderful school community, great teachers. I think that's one of the things that parents really appreciate about us is the communication and the support that we give students, whether it's pushing them or giving them a little extra help.
Is it more like a family?
Yeah, I definitely feel that way. And we try to make it a really rich school life. So I'm glad you were able to come by and tell folks about us. Yeah.
I've known Keith for a long time. Our kids, they had lots of play days when they were little. I remember you volunteer for Little League.
Yeah. The coaching days were a little while ago. Right?
Wonderful family friends. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, everybody.
If you need an experienced real estate agent in Irvine, California, text me. I'll be happy to help.